Hello chaps and chapesses, and how is everybody today? So 1.5 has finally come out, which means I can start doing some new projects again in vanilla Minecraft. So walking backwards using this camera is not very easy, let me tell you. Here we go. Let's see if I can try and go up this ladder doing it. Yeah, like a boss. Anyway. So, what we're going to start with is I have been to the Nether. The Nether has been reset now. I gathered up about 12 stacks of Nether quartz. A lot of the new blocks and new redstone features of 1.5 that we're going to be using require this Nether quartz stuff. So, let me grab Fortune 3 pick. That should last, hopefully. And down here in my mine, good job. Okay, let me be back once I've got my stuff. Okay, stuff retrieved. Let's carry on from where we were. So yes, down here in my mine, I have made a big cube, which is a 9x9 of the Nether quartz ore, which I collected over the course of about an hour or so in the Nether. So what we're going to do is we're going to dig into it with my Fortune 3 pick here, and we're going to get ourselves a bunch of XP and a bunch of Nether quartz, which we can then use in the rest of the episode. So I'm going to get to digging, and we'll come back once I've got enough levels to enchant a book, and dig some more, and yeah, repeat until finish. So here goes. Okay, and we're almost level 30. And book time. Let's see what we're gonna hit. Smite 4, beautiful. Just about to hit level 30 again. Almost time for another book. That's us almost down to the bottom. We've got maybe 2 complete layers left. Okay, book time. What we're gonna get, what we're gonna get, what we're gonna get, what we're gonna get. Ooh, nice one, feather falling. Lovely. So this is us down at the final layer of this 9x9x9 cube. And it looks like we're gonna get one more level 30 out of it. Yep, there we go. Perfect. I'll just finish these off and get them all. And let's do a final book. What are we gonna get? What are we gonna get? What are we gonna get? Efficiency 4. Not bad. Right, let's just pop these away. What did we get? We've got smite, feather falling, and efficiency. So feather falling goes in the armor box. Swords for smite. And efficiency goes in these ones. Beautiful. Okay, let's see how much nether quartz we got from all that. Quite a bit. So this is my little chest for it here. Let's pop all this in. Okay, so from that 9x9 block of nether quartz, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 18, 27, just under 28 stacks of nether quartz. So pretty good with the feather falling. Basically that it doubled the ores that I got because I collected 12 stacks of ore, so pretty good. So show you some of the new blocks that the 1.5 update has got. I've arranged some of them up here. Climb up this little ladder. There we go. Right, so these are the nether quartz blocks you can make with that raw nether quartz stuff. So basically you start off basically you start off by putting like so, and that gets you another quartz block, which is this one here. You can then arrange those in the standard stair pattern for that one, or a standard slab pattern for that one. To get yourself these chiseled ones, it's 2 of these above each other, so one there and one there, and that gets you the chiseled one. And to get this funky one here, you use the slabs, I believe. I think it's like that, yep, on top of each other, and that gets you the funky one with that weird pattern there. So yeah, that's the new nether quartz blocks just for decoration that you can use with the nether quartz itself. Other new redstone-y stuff in this update. This here is a trapped chest. Now what this means is this generates a redstone signal when somebody opens the chest, so it's pretty hard to see because I'm opening the chest, but you can see there just to the left of my inventory that the redstone is on, and you saw it flick quietly there. So when somebody enters it, it increases the redstone strength. That's created by putting a tripwire hook beside a chest. This is a daylight sensor. Now depending on how strong the sunlight is, it generates an appropriate length of redstone. I believe the redstone goes to 13 or 12 long, and depending on how much light is being generated, that's how strong the redstone is. So as we're doing this bit here, the sun will go down and you'll probably see this go down as well. This is new iron and new golden pressure plates. Now they can't be activated by walking on them, they can only be activated by placing items on them. I believe, well, both of these, if you put one, it'll activate one dot. To get it to the next level, you only need a few on the golden one, so put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, and that popped on number 2. Likewise, the more and more items you get, the stronger signal you would get from it. This one here needs quite a lot more, so if we can chuck that whole pile on there and use this dirt. It's about 40 on this one. I'm not sure, I haven't measured it exactly. There you go, it's just turned on now. So only activated by items, those 2 there, made by 2 gold beside each other, 2 iron beside each other. This is a redstone block. Basically it's just a block of redstone made by that pattern there. Oh, and this is the pattern for the daylight sensor. 3 glass blocks, 3 nether quartz, and 3 slabs. These can be moved about by pistons, so it's kind of like a portable energy source, and just like a portable redstone torch basically. That's kind of what the function of that is there. Over here are 2 very cool new blocks which are very, very useful. So this first one here is a hopper, and it's made by 5 iron and a chest in the middle. All this does is this sucks up items when it's not powered by redstone, and it pops them in the chest, like so. If you power it with redstone, let's for example use this. Like so. Then it will not let items into it. You can see they're just sitting on top. If you take away the redstone, then it will suck them up again and pop them in the chest. There you go. This is a dropper. All this does is drops items. The dispenser has a few new tricks where it can light TNT when TNT is dispensed, fire arrows when you fire arrows out of dispenser. So this dropper kind of takes the replacement of just popping items out. So it just spits out the item like so. There you go, that's all it does. And then obviously the hopper's sucking it up most of the time as well and popping them straight down in the chest. So that's the new items that I'm interested in. There is quite a lot more changes in 1.5, so you could check out the proper change log if you're interested to have a look at all of them. The sun, it should almost be at a level where it's starting to remove light. Let's just see. Yeah, there we go. So you can see the strength of the redstone there. You'll see this turn off in a second once the sun goes down a bit more. La 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 la. There's squid. Ah, wonderful squid. And it's like watching paint dry. There you go, turned off. and as it gets darker and darker and darker, this powerful signal will get less and less and less. So basically this can be used to make automatic lights in towns and houses and stuff, so when it's daytime the lights can be off, that one just turned off. When it's nighttime the lights can all come on, so it's a good use for the daylight sensor. So that's it. So basically 1.5 is here, lots of other changes, things like if you're using a crafting bench, you can actually just draw out the items with holding the right mouse button, like so, and that will just get you one, so it puts one each while you're holding right mouse button. If you hold left mouse button, it'll equally split all the items. If you double click in here, it'll group them all back together so you can drag them back again. So quite a lot of nice little changes there as well. You can see now redstone signal has gone down even less on the daylight sensor. So I have completed one of the projects which I needed 1.5 for, so let me get that ready to show you. Okay, just one final thing I should show you before I show you the project that I've been working on. You can now cook netherrack. So if you cook up netherrack blocks, they give you these bricks, and here it is now. So what you can do is you can craft 4 of these in a square, and that will make you one of your standard nether brick blocks. So one of these from 4 of these. So a good way to turn your unused netherrack into nether brick, which is actually a nice block. So what I've been working on is completing up the automation for, well, look at you, Mr. Zombie, with your flashy armor, surviving the fall and everything. Look at you, clever. Goodbye. So completing up the automation for the mob trap, which we needed 1.5 to do. So we've got a simple lever now, kill mode and XP mode. It's hooked up with a fairly simple system. So basically redstone behind this lever goes down to below where those pistons are, and the gates are on top of in front of the pistons. So this is the redstone signal. It comes into the block. It's got 3 torches like so. When you pull the lever or do this, then they get extended. You put the power back on, they retract. So nice compact setup way of doing a one line into 3 vertical or horizontal pistons like that. So I've got it on kill mode at the moment, because what's happening is the mobs are dropping down here and they're landing on these hoppers. Now the hoppers, as you can see, are all linked together into this chest here. And where has the cart gone? Okay, we'll go and have a look at that just now. Back in a second. Okay, found it. And when I don't make mistakes, it doesn't mess up, but that was human error, so that's why that wasn't there. So where was I? Right, these hoppers, the mobs drop onto these hoppers, and because there's no redstone signal, as I said before, the hoppers automatically suck up the items that the mobs drop, put them into this chest. This chest then transfers the items down into this hopper. If we're lucky, we might see there's a bone from that skeleton that just died. We'll give it another second to see if there's another mob dropping. That was a zombie. We might get some flesh. There's another skelly. There's an arrow from the skelly. Okay, so the mobs die on here. They drop whatever they're going to drop. There's some gunpowder. You have to be quick to catch it. It's quite quick through the system. But basically all the items go through to that chest. That chest then transfers down that hopper down into this minecart here. So this is where all the items are dropping. I put that nether brick in there. So basically, as the mobs die, when I'm in my home base up there, all the items are automatically transferred into this chest cart. Now what happens is when this chest cart is filled and that it can't accept any more items, then the items will start to stack up in this hopper here. Now I believe it's 42 items, and I thought I'd plugged all these holes. Obviously not, I'll have to plug some more. I believe it's 42 items here, and then this redstone comparator will give enough strength signal to activate this repeater. The repeater will then go around here and activate the golden track underneath, or the power track rather, underneath the chest cart. So what will happen is the chest cart will then go flying up to the top level and it will unload its stuff. so that we don't have to wait forever for this to happen, I will show you. The last thing though is to place these so that they're pointing into each other. You basically have to point at the thing you're placing it to. Now, it's not as difficult as that sounds. So when you're placing this one, I placed it facing down on top of this chest. When I placed this one, I placed it facing that hopper, and I placed this one, I faced it placing that hopper. That way it makes an automatic chain which goes all the way down into the cart. Occasionally, when you get super strong zombies, like the ones that we saw earlier, and indeed this one here, they do survive the fall, but mobs just despawn anyway when they're not touched for a while, so that's not a problem. But just a quick tap would solve him anyway. Right, so that's the system down there. So what we'll do to show you in operation is... oh, it's just gone. Okay, never mind. Chest cart is gone. Let's go upstairs and show you what happens upstairs, if we can catch it in time. Oh, you can run upstairs now also in the new 1.5 update, so that's a new change. So, new room through here. Here's our chest. So you'll see that the minecart has arrived, and it's now depositing items into this chest. So you can see them ticking by one there. There you go. Now, what I've actually set up is I've set up a clock, which is that noise that you can hear there, so that it's going to make a noise when there's lots of items in this chest. So at the moment we've got tons of dirt. You wouldn't normally have this. It would normally just be the mobs drops. I've put this in here to demonstrate. So if we go around the back and have a look, let's have a look at that first. So there's a comparator on the back of the chest, so that means this comparator is looking at what's inside the chest. And now the comparator does a similar thing to the daylight sensor, but with items. So when you get a certain amount of items, it'll give out a certain amount of strength of redstone. So that's what's happening there. So basically, when there's enough items in here, this redstone will reach all the way over to here and turn this torch off. Now what that torch going off does is it starts this clock. So all we have here is a fairly simple clock. You might be able to compact this even more, but that's about as good as I could get it just now. It works fine. It makes the note block ting, which is all I wanted to do, because when you're back in the storage room, I'll just go there now. When you're back in the storage room, you can hear it. So that tells me that that chest needs to be emptied. So I would then come through here, take out all the items that I need to take out, and then I can pop them. Yeah, there we go. So at the moment that's still emptying items from there. Now what I'll do is I'll take a bunch of this dirt off, so we'll quieten that down. There we go. Okay, now let's look at the cart area where it retrieves the items. Over here and up here. Okay, so basically, ooh, look at that. Basically what you have here is the reverse of the situation from downstairs. So instead of putting items into the chest as we are downstairs, in this one we're taking them out. So what we have is we have a powered rail above a hopper. There's a hopper there. The chest cart, when it goes over the hopper, automatically takes its items out and it pops them into the chest. That's simple enough. Back up here again, like so. So for it to be able to know when it's done, so basically this is going to completely empty. So this chest is going to stay here until it's completely emptied all of its inventory into the chest below. What you do is you put a comparator next to the hopper. Now while this chest is emptying things, there's always going to be one item in this hopper. Always. So when you've got at least one item in the hopper, this means this comparator is sending one block of redstone strength out. Okay, so that powers this block here, which turns this torch off. Now that torch, oh, almost, there we go, that torch there powers this redstone line, which in turn powers the powered rail. So when this chest empties, which it's going to do fairly soon now, this redstone line will go on, and that's going to automatically send the chest back off again. So we'll be actually able to see that working, so that's fine. So bow, 5 arrows, 4 zombie heads, 6 bones, 1 helmet. Right, here we go. Bye bye. And there you go, that's it. Simple. So this rail basically just goes all the way back down to the mob drop area. Just a quick dirty tunnel because it's not something we're ever going to use, it's just a way for the minecart to get up and down. And you'll see that the minecart is now back down the bottom. It's now receiving items again, and the system begins. So, no action required at all. Everything fully automatic, collects all the drops, takes them back upstairs, dumps them in the chests. I don't need to do anything except takes the item out of the chest when that sound starts. So, there we go. It's a neat little system. I'm very happy with it. It's not complicated to do, but it does make a lot of difference, and it's fully automatic, which is a really nice thing as well, apart from these stupid armoured zombies. Let me go and teach this guy a lesson. Yeah, that's right. So, obviously I'll repair all these things here. I just left them open just so I could show you exactly what was going on. So that is it for this episode. More machines will be made. We'll be making a furnace machine in here. There'll be a furnace. Sorry, this will be the potion room. Apologies. And then there'll be a furnace room in here. So for automatic creation of potions, hopefully, and for automatic cooking and of ores and all that sort of stuff. So, good times. So for that episode, I will say goodbye. Hope you've enjoyed. Hope you learned something. Oh, last thing I should probably show you is how to make a comparator, because I don't think I covered that earlier. So for a comparator, all you need is 3 redstone torches, 3 smooth stone, and 1 piece of nether quartz, like so. Ooh, there we go. And that goes there, that goes there, goes there, that goes there, goes there, like so. And there you go, comparator. So very simple to make as well. So that's it for today's episode. Hope you enjoyed. Please click like, please click subscribe if you want to see all my other videos and any future videos that we'll be making here, and leave a comment if you wish to. Thanks very much. Goodbye.